We're gonna take the KTM out here at the farm with this new mount set up on the chest protector. We're gonna see just how well you guys can see. Before we get into the actual break-in video of the KTM, I wanted to show you guys, I do try different camera angles when I come up with different options for it. Most of the time they fail, that's why you never see them. I don't post them like this. So this is sitting down and standing up. Sitting down doesn't look that bad. Standing up, you're basically staring at my handlebars and front fender. I've tried all different kinds of mounts, all different kinds of ways to mount my cameras and everything. And really the only one that I feel has the best view for you guys is right underneath the visor on my helmet. Although you don't see the front end of my bike that much, you see everything that I see during the races, the rides, and all of the above. So, this was a fail, but more importantly, this is the very first ride on the new parts of the bottom end and the new top end. So nothing's leaking, everything. It started up just fine. You guys saw that in the previous video. Everything is working the way it's supposed to. Now, let's talk about break-in procedure. This is definitely going to start some kind of controversy because I have my very own way of breaking in these bikes. Try that again. I'll jump it, I'll race it, I'll throw it over a cliff, I'll sink it in the mud, and that's it. Get out there and ride it. That's all you have to do. What? The first one was rough. You're right. I will never get it to its full potential continuously and ride it hard enough for it to blow up, whether it's a brand new motor or it's got 100 hours on it. I will clear something up. Since it's got new components in the bottom end, I'm not going to have this thing 5th gear pinned coming down this dirt road. You guys have seen in previous videos where we can just haul ass down this road and have it wide open throttle. I'm not going to do that. To me, that's pretty much common sense. You definitely don't want to do that the first hour or two, just so you make sure everything is kind of seated properly, since you have pressed bearings and all that stuff in, and you want to make sure everything is lubricated properly. But other than that, all you have to do, literally, is just get on it and ride it. Ride it just like you normally would going through trails or motocross or anything like that, because honestly, 90% of us, even racing, will never have these bikes to their full potential and run them hard enough to cause any kind of a problem, unless it's just general wear and tear and everything wears out over time. So a break-in procedure, to me, is 100% a complete myth. One of the reasons that I feel this way about it is if you watch Jeff Slavin's break-in procedure video, he says the exact same thing. Literally the exact same thing. Get on it and ride it. That's all you have to do. Even the pros, they don't do a break-in procedure. Supercross, motocross, all that stuff, not a break-in procedure. They do rebuild their motors quite often and their four-strokes, but still, they don't do a break-in procedure in their four-strokes. I mean, overall, you're going to break in your bikes however you want to. But to me, it's all just a myth. Didn't he? I know. I do heat cycles. As soon as I put a top end in a bike, I'll do 3 heat cycles. And that's only because that's all I've ever done. It's kind of like a ritual, you know? That's what makes me feel comfortable, makes me confident in it, because if something is going to go bad in that top end, if you got the rings seated wrong or anything like that, you're going to have a problem when you start it the very first time. Honestly, heat cycles aren't really a good thing to do because you can glaze the jug on your bike, which basically will take the cross hatching out of it. And you really don't want to do that. But I do 3 or 4 heat cycles and I go out and ride it. Overall, breaking your bikes however you want to, but honestly, it's all completely unnecessary. All you have to do is keep up general maintenance on it, change the oil, air filter, and it'll run fine. It'll run just fine. That's all you gotta do. Top ends, you will know as soon as you start it if you did it right or not. You'll know. Bottom ends, you'll know. It's not rocket science. These things are not that hard to maintain and to figure out. They're built to be beaten up. They're built to be thrown around. They're built to be raced and abused and wrecked and crashed and all of the above. That's what they're made for. That's what they're built for. Look at extreme enduros. All the pros that are constantly throwing their bikes around. Get out and ride. Get some seat time. That is the most important thing. Seat time. You can spend hours trying to break in a bike for your own personal comfort. If that's what you do, then that's what you're going to do. There's nothing wrong with that. It will not hurt it. And you guys will be along this whole entire race season, the whole entire top end, bottom end, everything that I've just done to this bike. You'll be along every step of the way. So if I'm wrong, it will show itself. But I'm pretty confident nothing's going to happen. We'll probably try and get at least 100 hours out of the top end. And 3 different series that we're going to be running this summer on this bike, on this motor. So you guys are going to see me doing all kinds of stuff with this bike. I'm going to be throwing it around. I'm going to be running it through mud, I'm sure. Hopefully it's not as bad as the hangover hair scramble. I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe and leave a comment. Say what's up. I'll get back to you. What's your braking procedure? What do you guys do? Let me know, because I'm curious. I really want to know. So until next time, I'm Tin West Moto, and I'll see you on the starting line.